So, everybody's questioning, even Richard Gray, Wrestling News World, what is the Ring of Fire? A lot of people are assuming Ring of Fire is just a PG-esque term for Inferno match. And that might be true. But the more I thought about it, because somebody asked Richard this question about it, asked a question about it today, the more I've thought about it, the more I've come to realize that it might be like an Inferno match, but instead, there won't be no burning involved. Here's what I mean. Well, there might be burning, perhaps some burning, after the match is said and done. I said after it's said and done. But the way I look at it, I'm assuming that it's going to be like a regular match, but the ring will be surrounded by fire. And basically, when Kane said that no one be able to save Bray Wyatt, not his family, nobody. You know, I got to thinking, I'm thinking that perhaps it'll sort of be like a enclosed Hell in a Cell, you know, with no door and a roof, and that's it. Or it'd be like probably a barbed wire steel cage. What I mean is, but all sorts of what I mean is, basically all of it is meant to keep out interference. You know, steel cage is meant to do the same thing, except we know there's ways around it. People can climb in, we know that. We know an enclosed Hell in a Cell, door with a door, pretty much can make sure it doesn't happen, but we know that doesn't always, but we know that's not always the case. Unless, like I say, it's doorless, in other words, no door. But we also know that any variation of a cage match with the gimmick to it is possible. We know that the barbed wire steel cage match back in 2005 between Big Show and JBL, and even before that in '99 between Hogan and Flair, is meant to keep out interference. We know that. Now, a lot of people might say, well, they could slip in little weapons like tire irons and all that. Yeah, that's true. But still, most of the time, those are to prevent people from interfering, because who wants to climb to the top of a cage surrounded by barbed wire and get themselves cut? Nobody. So, the question is, the question I look at, is that what the Ring of Fire is about? Is it just an Inferno variation of the Inferno match that instead of setting your opponent on fire to win, you just gotta pin them or make them submit in the ring, and that all the fire is meant to do is prevent interference? That's what I'm thinking. Because honestly, it's a PG error. Do you think, in all honesty, they're going to allow somebody to be burned? No. I think, and again, this is my opinion as a fan, that the Ring of Fire is more or less just another variation. It's just a variation of the Inferno match without the burning stipulation. In other words, it'll be just like a regular match. All it's going to be is like a barbed wire steel cage match, or an enclosed doorless Hell in a Cell cage. Basically, nobody gets in, nobody gets out until the match is over. And I think that's what Ring of Fire is about. But that's my interpretation on it. What's yours? Comment down below. Video response if you like. Talk to you later.